Skill-based matchmaking is an issue that's plagued Call of Duty for the past few years, and when you pair skill-based matchmaking with the desync that a lot of people have been testing with the servers recently, you get a lot of problems. But now there's one way that you could actually get around skill-based matchmaking and hopefully get better connection while you're at it as well, and that is to use a VPN like LobbyGod right here. This is the only one I actually use, the only one I trust, and every year that I do my testing, this is the one that I'm using at all times. You guys know that I make a video every single year, I test it, and this is it. Now in the gameplay that you guys are watching in the background, I actually have a gameplay where I'm not using a VPN whatsoever, and there's a lot of noticeable things that I notice myself, and there's stuff that you could see as well for yourselves, like when I'm shooting first, I'm dying first at all times. That's something insane, that's something I noticed, and it's just something that I don't like. And also the skill-based matchmaking is really strong, and when you pair it with that, it's just awful. It's not fun, and you're gonna shoot your gun, it's gonna feel like you're dying in a second. Nothing is fun whatsoever. But when you put on a VPN, that's where you notice a world of difference. Now when I put on a VPN, and I'm using this one right here, like I mentioned, LobbyGod, I put it on, and right away there's a huge noticeable difference. The lobbies are a lot easier, but not only that, the desync seems to be gone as well, and I'll get more into that a little later. I want to explain that to you guys so that if you're shooting first and dying first, you could try this. It might work for you guys, and you could see how it is for yourselves. Now the reason that I recommend LobbyGod is because they have sponsored me in the past. I have tried it out. I've tried out different VPNs as well, and this one's the one that seems to work. So if you guys want to try it out as well, I'll have a link first thing in the description. Go ahead and click it, try it out as well. You guys will see, and I want you to pay attention to the gameplay. How one gameplay like the one you're watching right now is just insane. It's crazy. I'm dying all the time no matter what I do. It's just insane. And then the next game I go into with the VPN active, you can see how much easier the lobbies are. Now the thing with the VPN is it's not going to give you an easy lobby at every single match. It's not going to happen, luckily, because you don't want to just play bots all the time, but it will give you that odd lobby that's really fun to just mess around in and feel like the good old days in COD where you could just go ahead and go off on people. And that's what I noticed when trying this. I was getting lobbies that were hard, but then I was getting lobbies that were a lot easier, lobbies I would never be able to get into on the way the matchmaking is right now. Now the thing with the matchmaking is that they're going to pair you against players of your skill level. They don't care what servers you connect to, as long as you connect fast. They're going to pair you to that, and they're going to be players of your skill level. So if you're playing them, you're having like lag issues, you notice that your ping is really high, a lot of bad stuff and packet bursts and all that, it's not fun, because once you see an enemy, they see you as well. They probably see you before you could even see them because of the servers, and they'll just drop you really fast. With this on, I noticed that the average KD that I was playing with, I'm a 2 KD player, the average lobby that I was getting into was anywhere between a 1 and a 2, rather than the lobbies that I was getting into that were a 2 or a 3 even. So it's a lot better in that way. It's a lot more fun. Now I want to go over the desyncing issue quickly with you guys. I made a video on it yesterday. You could go ahead and check that one out. That one explains it really well. But what I want to mention is that if you see a player and you shoot first, you on your screen are seeing that you're shooting first, but that's not what the server is seeing. The server is not seeing that whatsoever. The server is seeing the enemy shoot at you first, and he on his screen has probably seen that as well, and he probably doesn't even see that you're shooting at him, so he thinks you're an absolute bot. And I explained that better in yesterday's video, so I really recommend you go check that one out. But what I want to say here is when I put on the VPN, at least my own testing, what I have seen myself, the VPN itself is not meant for this. It's meant for no skill based and stuff like that. But from my testing, what I've seen is that when I'm actually connecting to a lobby, I'll pick a server in a different country all the way on the other side of the planet, and it's going to throw me, and it doesn't throw you into those servers. That's not how the VPN works. It tricks the game into thinking you're really far and that your connection is really bad, so that the game doesn't use skill-based matchmaking as the main metric to find a match. What it does instead is it tries to connect you to the closest server to you so you could have the best connection possible. So that's why it gets rid of skill-based matchmaking. But doing this, I also noticed that the desync issue is really low as well. I don't really notice it as much. So not only am I getting better lobbies, but I'm also getting lobbies where if I shoot first, I'm going to get the kill 99% of the time. And that's what I like. That's what I like a lot about using this, at least my own internal testing. That's what I've been able to come up with, and it just works out a lot better. So if you guys are having desync issues, definitely go ahead and do that. If you guys are having skill-based matchmaking issues, this is going to help you out with that as well. So it's a kind of a 2-in-1. It's a win-win. It's something I highly recommend. And like I said, I'll have a link in the description right down there, so you guys can go ahead and click it and try it out for yourselves. And now the last thing I kind of want to talk about is a lot of people are mentioning that skill-based matchmaking is insane. A lot of people are also mentioning that the desync is insane. A lot of people are just mentioning all of these kind of things, and it is crazy. Right now, COD, this is a brand new one. The skill-based matchmaking is going to be turned up. Obviously, that's just how it is. They gotta place you into lobbies that they think you're gonna play more, which a lot of people seem to disagree with that. A lot of people seem to think skill-based matchmaking shouldn't even be in the games, and this is one way that it won't be in the game. So definitely go ahead and give it a shot. So I'm going to continue doing these tests. I'm going to let you guys know every single video I upload. I always do. I always tell you guys when I'm using a game that is with a VPN, and when I'm using games that aren't, I just don't even mention it at all. But every single year when a COD comes out, I try it out. And in the next few videos, maybe 1 or 2 videos, I'm going to tell you guys this one is with a VPN, and you guys can see the difference in the videos, kind of judge it for yourselves and whatnot. But that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, if I helped you guys out at all, make sure to drop a big fat like on this one, subscribe to the channel with those notifications turned on. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.